If you're with us this morning, and many of you were, millions of you, you saw the Microsoft briefing for Xbox One, and it was an incredible show. I said earlier that it was, I think, the best briefing that Xbox has done in its history. And joining us now to bring us up to speed on everything Xbox is doing is the man you saw many times this morning, Xbox P3, Phil Spencer. Phil, how are things?
Things are good. Yeah, it was a great feeling to get the conference to start it, have the work that the teams are doing show up. Yeah. See the fans on the floor. I mean, that moment when we announced back compat, I thought the roof was going to come off the Galen. It was fantastic.
And you're also doing a really cool thing this week, Xbox Fan Fest, where you had 500 fans that lined up in Century City to get passes, not only to the press conference, get to go to the party, they get to go to E3.
Yeah.
And that's Xbox Nation, right?
Well, you know, I thought Todd Howard said it really well at the Bethesda event last night. This is the best week in entertainment. And you bring the fans in and the passion that they have. And I'm not into the platform thing, or just like gamers.
Right.
And wanting to experience E3. It's great. I was just over at the Fan Fest. They're all playing the games, playing Cappy's game, which is great. I'm a big fan of theirs. But, you know, having the fans on the floor, having them here at E3, this is what it should be about.
So out of all the things you talked about this morning, what was most important to you? I mean, you guys spend months sort of thinking about what you're going to talk about, what you're not going to talk about.
As you know.
Yes, and you debate it. But, I mean, everything seemed to land really well. Lots of great games on stage. Was there anything that meant the most to you this morning?
You know, for me, the 30th year of Rare was something that was remarkable. To be a game studio for 30 years. I thought the Rare Replay, or the games that they've been working on over the years on so many different platforms, and then leading right into a brand new IP, something that they're building from the ground up, was a great opportunity. But, you know, opening with Halo 5, we have such a strong exclusive lineup this fall, mixed with the great third-party games. But the Rare moment for me was kind of special, just to have known that studio for such a long time.
Well, and I think people are really excited that they're back to doing, you know, real sort of, you know, games for gamers.
Yeah, it was gave them the reins and said, you guys build what you want to build. Greg Males, who I've known for years, is there. Craig Duncan running the studio. Right. You know, there's just a great opportunity to have the creativity that Rare has built over the 30 years and then look forward on what they want to make on gaming.
Absolutely. We talked about Halo. Josh Holmes was here earlier. That game looks phenomenal. Gears 4, Rod Ferguson's going to be by as well. That's going to be coming out. So that'll be a big game for next holiday for you guys, right?
You know, next holiday looks fantastic when we start looking at the lineup. I'm excited about getting to Gamescom and getting to show Scalebound and Quantum Break and Crackdown.
Those all going to be in 2016?
We haven't announced dates for all of them yet, but I mean, the lineup next year is looking incredibly strong when we look at those games. And you know, some of them actually might come a little earlier than that. But it's a great team. Well, before next E3.
Okay.
Some of them maybe. Like games got to be right before we ship it.
You guys do have a lot of you know, amazing sort of first-party titles across the spectrum. As you said, the fact that you could have Scalebound, Crackdown, and Quantum Break not even at E3. Yeah. And that was a strategic decision to kind of wait and give them their own stage.
Yeah. You know, like Recore, our first time working on a first-party game with Inafune-san is something I wanted to show on stage here. Yeah. He was in the audience. It was great to be able to do that. But yeah, the you know, first party, obviously, as the old first party guy, is really important to me. But at the same time, we had Todd on our stage, and Todd Howard has such a history with Xbox. And you know, we'll still have Call of Duty, and Destiny, and Star Wars Battlefront. Like, we'll have great third-party games and the mix of the first-party games. It's just what Xbox gamers want.
Right. Let's talk about some of the things that I know you guys were just talking about on the Daily Show, which is the new Xbox, the Xbox Live interface, and how that's being updated. I know you guys didn't show that this morning, but you guys continue to improve the platform as well?
Yeah, our focus has really been around performance. Yeah. Like letting people do the things that they want to do on the platform quickly. And I thought we had some real improvement that we could make. I think people will see it this week. The changes there, the common tasks are about 50% faster for people on the dash, and that's important. I'm on our dash, as people know, almost every day, playing games, interacting with people, and there are just certain things I thought we could make better. And the team has stepped up, just like they did with backward compatibility, and I like the looks of the new UI.
One thing that I think people were speculating about, just naturally as they do, is at what point you might redesign the Xbox One, make a smaller one, you know, improve other elements of it. You didn't talk about that at E3. Is that something that's on the roadmap?
Yeah, I think when you look at the full generation, you always see redesigns of the hardware. I expect we will do the same. But when I think about what gamers really need out of the box right now, it's the form factor. It probably isn't the #1 request of, hey, can we do something with the plastic?
Right.
It's more about the experience, the service, and the games.
Yeah.
So that's where I've decided to focus the energies of the team, and I like the way it shows up. But yeah, I mean, over a generation, you'd expect that there will be enhancements made to the industrial design of the box itself.
Right. And you also have that cool new controller, which is definitely for the core. And it's interesting that, now Xbox has really pivoted in a way where it's like that's for the core, whereas, years ago it was much broader focus about Kinect and things like that. Kinect, people still have it. There's some examples you had in the briefing where people could, call out to get a screenshot taken and things like that. As a platform for Kinect, I mean, are you putting resources against designing games content for Kinect, or is that sort of passed over?
No, we have lots of engineers that work on the Kinect functionality to support third parties and the games that are developed with Kinect. So it's an important investment for us in making sure the platform's great. The technology that's in HoloLens is similar. It's actually the same team that does the back-end technology around gesture and voice. So there's a lot of investment in that space. And I think actually as HoloLens gaming take off, you might see more games coming to Xbox that are Kinect, just as people get more adept at using motion and voice.
So HoloLens, you had a really cool Minecraft demo.
Do you like
that I think, yeah, looks cool. But I just wonder, is that the game aspect of it, and HoloLens? I know it's still in the Windows 10 timeframe. When are people gonna be able to get a HoloLens or start to experience it? Is it this year?
We haven't announced the date. We're really focused on the experiences. We know we need to get the experiences right before we think about date and price and other things that people ask. That's what's been great about having the Mojang team work with. This is Sax, who's on the team, and Lydia, who's on the team. This is experience to me felt authentic to Minecraft and authentic to HoloLens. We need to land those. And having the first-party team partnered with the platform team is just a unique opportunity. And I love this demo. I just thought it
it's amazing. Well, and that's the thing is, you guys do such a great job the way you film this, because it's sort of the camera sees it and you sort of imagine what this person is seeing in their eyes. Exactly.
Building right now. The camera itself is a feat in getting that camera to work. But I mean, this is what Sax is seeing. He's obviously on the other side, but he sees that same perspective when he looks at the table. And again, for a property like Minecraft, for a game like that, it just seems very natural.
Absolutely. So is that something that will work with my Xbox One?
No, that is a native. HoloLens is an untethered device. The computing is in the HoloLens itself.
So you don't have to talk to the Xbox One or connect up to potentially. I'm just thinking of an idea of I could have, playing Halo and I could have my HoloLens on and my controller and I could have augmented things around it.
Yeah, we've been working on that. And in fact, there's some demos that we were looking at showing around what we can put around a television if you have a HoloLens on. On stage, it was going to be kind of hard to do, but there's a good roadmap of things for Xbox customers if they own a HoloLens and how those two will collaborate. But this is HoloLens standalone running Minecraft in the Veil itself.
Wow, well, it's amazing. And you guys had a great lineup of content across the board for Xbox fans. We'll look forward to seeing some more playable stuff on the show floor.
Yes.
And a big holiday, the best holiday in Xbox history, you're saying?
I think so. We have Gears, Forza, Fable, Halo, Call of Duty. I mean, you look at the lineup first and third party, it's an incredible time to be a gamer.
That's what I mean. This week, it's been across the board today. It's been amazing. I think Sony's going to have good stuff, too.
Sure they
Everyone's
will.
going to have across the board. It's pretty exciting to see HD console gaming in the state it is right now.
Yeah, it was a few years ago, people were asking, do people need consoles? Now they're both selling incredibly well, and the content is fantastic.
Awesome. Well, Phil, you've done an amazing job, really, reinvigorating. I know everyone at Xbox is really excited about where the platform's at, and I think the fans, as you saw, are really excited about a lot of the content. So we look forward to seeing you at E3. Congratulations again.
Thanks,
Great briefing. Phil Spencer. All right, well, now it's time to take a look at the very first trailer for the